Hello everyone and welcome to Master Zealand. Motion is a change in location or position of an object with respect to a reference point. In this case, you see there is a car at point O, which is a reference point, and it will travel to point A through this curvy path. Now the distance traveled by this car is the actual measurement of this path which is followed by the car. Let's take 50 meter. Now the distance is presented by magnitude of the length of this path. Magnitude means you have a numerical value like 50 here and 1 unit of measure. So magnitude of any physical quantity like here distance is represented by a numerical value and the unit of measure. But if I talk about the displacement, then it is a minimum distance between this point O and A, and that is calculated or that is represented by a straight line connecting these 2 points. Here in this diagram, if you see, the displacement is 35 meter, which is definitely less than the distance traveled. For displacement, you not only need this magnitude, but also you need a direction. So here the direction is OA. Now to represent a motion or change in position of any object, you need a Cartesian coordinate if we talk about the motion in a plane. Cartesian coordinates is a tool which you use to find out a position of any object in a plane. It shows you 4 directions. The east direction, you can have positive x direction, which is your rightward of your original position, which is O. If you go to west direction or on the left side of origin, you have negative x direction. North side, if you go, you have positive y direction, and if you go downward, right, or south direction, it is a negative y direction. To locate a position of any object in a plane, you use these Cartesian coordinates. But if your motion is linear, you don't need these 4 different directions. You just need a single line because your motion is a straight line motion, and you need only 2 directions, plus x direction or minus x direction. It means any motion or any position change in a line, right, can be represented by plus x or minus x instead of using direction north, east, west, south. Okay, so now having this information or having this knowledge, let's take few examples related to your displacement and distance in single line motion. Okay, now let's take an example of this car which is at position O, which is a point of origin, or you can take as a reference point. This car travels from point O to point A for 30 meters. At this point, the distance traveled by the car is 30 meters, and the displacement is also 30 meters. So you see the distance and displacement is same. It will happen only in the conditions when your object travel in a straight line in the same direction. Okay, and in that type of situation, your distance is equal to your displacement, or you can say your displacement is equal to distance. Now let's consider this car take a reverse for 20 meters and reach to point B. Here the total distance traveled, which I represent by capital D, okay, is 30 meter plus 20 meter, so it's a 50 meter. But the displacement here, you see, it's OB. Displacement is a vector quantity, and it depends only its initial position and the final position. So initial position is O and the final position is B. So displacement, which I represent by small d, is given by OB, length of OB, which is nothing but 30 minus 20, 10 meters. Now this is displacement and it's a vector quantity. So I need to say 10 meters in east direction. Here we are representing the direction, or you can say in a plus x direction. And this is your minus x direction. Okay, this is minus x direction. So here 10 meter in positive x direction. Right. Now so here you see the distance is 50 meter, but your displacement is only 10 meters. Okay, so displacement is lesser than the distance traveled by the car. Now let's move this car further back and reach to the same original point. Till this point, if you check, the distance traveled is 30 plus 30, which is 60 meters. Okay, it went to point A and come back. But the displacement here is 0 because your starting point and end point is same. So what you see here, even your distance traveled is not 0, it's 60 meter, but still your displacement is 0. Now let's take what happened when your car moved in negative direction from your reference point. Okay, let's take this, go to point C and travel 40 meter in your west direction or in minus x direction. Now what is the total distance traveled by the car? So here total distance traveled is 60 meter, is already covered. Now this is another 40, so 60 plus 40 is 100 meters. But what about the displacement? The displacement is, again, remember this, displacement depends on its initial starting point and the end point only. It doesn't depend on the path, right? So displacement is here minus 40 meter. Why minus? Because it's a negative x direction. This minus sign will show you the direction, and this 40 show you the value, and meter m will showing you the unit of measure. So this 40 meter is a magnitude and minus is the direction. So this is a displacement. So displacement is minus 40. Now you see the distance is 100 meter while displacement is minus 40 meter. Let's see if car come back towards in positive direction and reach to point D. Okay, so here it travels 35 meters back. So what is the distance travel? Now distance travel continue to add whatever it traveled before. So already traveled for 100 meter and this is another 35 meter. So its distance traveled till this point is 135 meters. But what about the displacement? Displacement is OD, right? OD is how much? 40 minus 35, so 5 meters. But this is negative 5 meter because it's a minus x direction. This is minus 5 meters. Now you see, in this case, when we started, my initial one condition we saw that where displacement and distance were same, right? When your car travels in a straight line in a single direction, right? In second case, we saw your displacement is 0, even your distance is not 0. So that's possible. The third case, we see that displacement, we observe that this is negative here, this is 0 here, it's positive here. But if you check, your distance travel is always positive, 50 meters, 60 meter, 100 meter or 135 meter. So displacement can be positive, 0 or negative depending on the object's initial and final position. Difference, right? But the distance is always positive. It cannot be negative. Okay? Distance covered 0 means the object has never moved. But displacement 0 means it might have gone somewhere and came back. In that case, displacement can be 0. Here is another example. In this case, the car is moving from O to B by path OA, AB. So it travels O to A 40 meters and then A to B 30 meters. So total distance traveled by the car is 40 plus 30 is 70 meters. Now what is the displacement of this car with respect to its starting point? To find out the displacement, we need to connect O to B by a straight line. OB gives you the displacement of the car in direction OB. Here the angle A is 90 degree. So that means OAB makes a right angle triangle. In right angle triangles, to find out the hypotenuse, we have to use the Pythagoras theorem. As per Pythagoras theorem, the hypotenuse OB will be equal to OA square plus AB square, which is nothing but 40 square plus 30 square. If we calculate this, it becomes OB equal to 50 meters. So here the displacement of the car is 50 meter in the direction of OB, right? Now let's see, car moves from B to D. Okay, B to C is 60 meters and then C to D again 30 meters. Now car is at point D, right? How much total distance it traveled? It traveled already 70 meter till point B, and from B to C is 60 meter. So 70 plus 60, and then C to D is 30 meters, like, because this is 30 meters, so this also 30 meters, right? So plus 30. So it's become 160 meters. So this is your distance traveled by the car till point D. But what is the displacement of the car now? So to get the displacement, we don't bother about the path followed by the car to reach point D. We just concern about what is the exact location of car now. The exact location of car is D, which with respect to its starting point O is only minus 20 meters distance. Minus means minus is giving you the direction, which is a negative x direction. So that's why it's a negative. And 20 meters give you the distance, the magnitude of the distance of point D with O. So at present, the displacement of the car is minus 20 meters, right? Now let's car move back to its original position. That means my displacement become now 0 because my initial and final position is same. But the distance travel, you have to add this travel of 20 meters in whatever already traveled 160. So total distance travel to come back to original position is 180 meters. Okay, so now you understood how you can calculate the distance and displacement of a vehicle or of an object which changes its position in a plane. Let's take two more examples to build up your understanding how to calculate the displacement. So here is the first example. In this, the object is moving A to D through path AB, which is in positive x direction 30 meters, then B to C, which is positive y direction 30 meters, and then C to D again positive x direction for 10 meters. Now to calculate the displacement from A to D, we have to take a two-step method. One is you have to find out the displacement in x direction, and the second is we have to find out the displacement in y direction. So let's start to take the displacement in x direction. There is a first motion A to B which is in positive x direction for 30 meters. Then there is another motion in x direction which is CD for another 10 meters. Now the next motion is in y direction, which is B to C 30 meters, right? So we covered all the three motions. Now our object has reached to destination D. So what is the displacement of this object? The displacement is given by the line joining A to D, and direction is AD. Now this is a right angle triangle, and you can find out the hypotenuse AD value by using the Pythagoras theorem. And by using that, we'll get this 50 meter. So finally, the object is displaced 50 meter in direction AD. Let's take another example where you need to move from A to D. Let's see how the motion is. The motion is from A to B, which is 30 meter, then B to C, another 30 meter, and then C to D, 10 meter. Here if you see, the AB motion is in positive X direction, B to C is positive Y direction, but C to D is negative X direction. So effectively, if I check the displacement in X direction, I need to subtract this 10 meter from 30 meter. So my actual displacement in X direction is only 20 meters, right? Now let's check Y direction displacement. Here only one motion B to C is there in Y direction. So my displacement in Y direction is 30 meters, right? So I reach to my destination point D. Now the displacement at this point can be given by joining the straight line from A to D. Now the length of AD will give you the displacement magnitude, and the direction of AD will give you the direction of your displacement. So if you calculate, the magnitude of AD will be 36 meter, because you can calculate this by using the right angle triangle Pythagoras theorem, because here this is a 90 degree. Okay. And now it is a time for your 3 conceptual questions. Try these questions and see if you can answer them. For the answers to these questions, you can check our description box. If you think you have learned something new today, then please click like button and subscribe us for similar type of videos. If you want to do some objective type question practice, you can visit our website maestroeasylearn.com. The link is also given in our description box. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.